and it totally worked fine. So when I hopped on y'all's call, it said something about my microphone, and I'm like, I still don't know what's going on. So my husband's trying to mess with it. So I had the call pulled up on that computer, the call pulled up on our big desktop computer, and now I have it on my phone. I'm like, with all the devices we have in our house, surely it can work somewhere. I was pretty determined to get on here. So, okay. All right, that was a little crazy. I don't normally start calls like that, but I just want to tell y'all thank you for having me. I am on my phone here, so I have no idea what it even look like on here. So anyway, we're, we're just going to go with this and try to, I've got this call pulled up on this other computer. Okay. I, first of all, just want to start off this call, and I just want to congratulate you guys because this team is blowing it out of the water. You guys are absolutely amazing. I cannot get over how you guys are doing and how well y'all are doing. So you guys need to give yourself a little pat on the back. You guys are doing phenomenal. I'm not just saying that. So you guys are doing awesome. You have a great leader in Ashley, and I know you guys know that. And I'm just super proud. Hey, Ashley, I'm going to tell you too, if at any time you lose me or something, text me. And I'll stop because my phone's like freezing up. So I'm hoping everybody is hearing me okay. Okay, so I just wanted to share with you guys. I'm only, gonna speak to you guys for 15 or 20 minutes, and I just want to share with you guys some of my tips, some things that I've learned along the way that I feel are really, really important. Some things that I wish I had known from the very beginning. And I call them. I've done some videos with some of these tips, the tips from the top, and I just want to share some of them. Some of them I've made a video about already on the Slim Sisters page, and some of them I haven't. But the things I'm going to share tonight, there's really 5 different things that I really want to encourage you guys on. And it's not like sometimes I think it was Lynn that was just speaking, gave us really great practical tips. And those are something we all need. That's what we do to grow our business. You have to put in just that work. I mean, that's just the work you have to do, meeting the new people and keeping the things with you and getting organized. Those are all super duper important things. So it's really important. And she had great, great ideas. I just want to share with you guys some things that I wish maybe somebody had told me from the beginning, some things about growing a business and being a business owner, and some things about, leadership skills, and how do you handle some things that are going to be thrown your way, because I can guarantee you if you stick this business out for very long, you're going to be thrown those curveballs. So you want to be prepared for them. You want to know how to handle them. And so these tips that I'm going to give you are really those kind of tips. So my first one is duplicate. So I want you to keep that word in the back of your head for several reasons. There's several things I mean by duplicate. I want you to remember that you do not have to reinvent the wheel. So many people, well, I shouldn't say so many people, but a lot of people get into this business and they think, oh, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it totally different, and I'm going to use this. And I think new ideas are always awesome. I think we need to be always looking for new ideas and fresh ideas. But I want you to remember that there's people that's gone before you. So a lot of times we just have to look to them. What did they do? What technique did someone use that's already had success with the business, and learn from them. And I think it's important to make sure that you're plugging into your upline. I actually get very excited when I see my team getting plugged in with Sunday and Alicia and Beth and Celeste, because they're real women, and I want you guys to learn from them. And I think it's important that you do that. Make sure you're plugging your team into Ashley. She's there to help your team grow. And I've seen it happen so many times to where people, they want to kind of isolate their team, and it backfires on them every single time. So I don't know that anything like that is going on in the team at all, but it's just something I see happen, and it always concerns me, and it always ends up backfiring. So plug into your uplines and plug your team into them and let them grow. And remember, something that'll come up, I can guarantee you. I've had it happen, and other people's had it happen. Sometimes have somebody in your team that actually connects better with someone in your upline. That's okay. Let them learn from them. That's totally okay. We all connect with different personalities and different people. So make sure that that jealousy bug never steps in there and takes over, because when it comes down to it, you just want your team to grow. So if some team connects better with an upline or even a sideline partner, as long as they're growing, that's really what's important. Then make sure, when I say duplicate, make sure that you are duplicatable. If you are working this business, 20 hours a day, that's not duplicatable. You don't want people are not going to want to join that. So if you are doing things that are so difficult and hard, making this business hard and appear to be hard, that's not duplicatable, and people are not going to want to join that. So make sure when you are building your team that you are duplicatable as well, and that people see that, because that's what people are going to want to join. Okay, so my next tip is the word believe. So I want you to remember that word as well, because in this business, that's a big one. You need to make sure that you believe in yourself, that you believe in network marketing, and that you believe in our company. And by saying our company, I mean our products and the business side of our company. If you are struggling in any three of those areas, it is going to be really hard to grow your business to the fullest potential. So make sure that you're believing in yourself. There's lots of ways to grow yourself in that area if it is something you struggle with. Make sure you're reading leadership books. Make sure that you are digging deep to find where the disbelief is coming from in yourself. I've seen it happen so many times. Sometimes that belief is what holds people back from the next promotion. I've seen it over and over. People get to senior Ruby and they just stop. And a lot of it's a belief down deep. They don't really believe that, maybe they don't even believe they deserve to be a jewel. Maybe they don't believe that they can really actually do it. They've made it this far and they're like, nope, that's just my life. I'm going to stop at, the next big thing. So be working on that belief in yourself. And then if you don't know the business of network marketing, get some network marketing books and read them. Read Rock Your Network, oh my goodness, my mind just went blank. Rock Your Network Marketing Business. Read, there's several of them. Flip Flop CEO. Read, GoPro. My mind is, this whole computer thing has got me a little flustered. GoPro is another excellent one. And I like his. His is more, obviously from a man's perspective, and Rock Your Network Marketing Business is from a woman. So I actually enjoy both of them. I think they're both really good books, but they will actually help you grow your belief in network marketing and help you learn how to grow a network marketing business. So make sure you're doing that. And then your belief in this company. If your belief in this company wavers at all, then you need to work on that right away. If you are wondering about our products, if you, at any point you're wondering, I don't know about our products, you need to be reading testimonies. You need to be reaching out to people who's had success. You need to hear those stories, because sometimes as this business gets to going, you're going to realize that the people that reach out to you, or sometimes they're the only people, the only people that reach out to you sometimes are the people who are having issues. So you forget that there's, 90% of your team is doing great on the products. They're thriving. They're having success, because that only that 10% are the ones reaching out to you with issues. So when that's all you hear from, then sometimes it's hard, because your belief will start to waver. So make sure you're reaching out to people and you're listening to people who are having big success with the business, with the products and with the business. The third word I want to give you for tonight is the word challenge. So constantly be challenging yourself. I don't know about you guys, but this is something I do when I work out. I'm always I don't go into a workout to beat anyone else. I don't really care what everybody else's times are or anything like that. I'm one of those people that I challenge myself. I do it in my business. I'm always just about, okay, this is what I did last month, so this is what I want to do this month, and I'm going to challenge myself to do it. I've always been that, like I mentioned in the gym. It's like, okay, I want to do better than I did yesterday. So challenge yourself in this business. You have to challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone. So maybe that means you're in the store and a conversation, you've probably been there. The conversation is just right. And in the back of your mind, you're going, oh man, the Lord brought this situation along. I'm supposed to share Plexus right now. And you freeze up. Before you even go into the store, challenge yourself that if the opportunity arises, you're going to share. So when you challenge yourself to step outside the comfort zone, it really is truly where the magic happens. And then challenge your teams to share their dreams with you. Challenge them to then help them find a way to connect what their dreams are with this business. That's easy to do usually. So really, I want to challenge you to do that. The next word I really want to talk about is probably my favorite tip, and that's the word detach. And I did make a video about Slim Sisters page, so probably a lot of you have seen it. But out of all of these things that I'm talking about tonight, this one is probably, oh, my face just appeared on the screen. It hasn't been the whole night, and that just scared me. I'm really close. Okay. The word I'm going to talk about now is the word detach. And this is the biggest thing that I wish someone had taught me from the beginning. I still don't have it perfected by any means. But no one, when I got started, Sunday was fairly new herself. And so she was just learning. Neither one of us had ever been business owners before. Alicia had never owned her own business before. And so we were all kind of learning together. But if someone could have told me in the very beginning that, hey, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to lose customers. And I'm going to tell you right now that you're going to sign people that are going to quit as ambassadors. It's just going to happen. It's part of the game. We've all had it happen. It probably would have actually made my journey a little bit easier. And maybe some of that is just because it's my personality. But I got into it thinking, everybody's going to stay with me. This is how you're going to grow a business, And so I can remember so well, I was already a gold ambassador, I think, at this time. And I can remember pulling up my downline, my genealogy report, and counting. And back then I used to count my white lines. I quit doing that a long time ago. But I used to count them, and I had 11 white lines. And I can remember calling Sunday in tears saying, how is this supposed to work? If everybody keeps quitting, how in the world is this supposed to work? And she really didn't have a great answer for me. I can remember just feeling very upset and crying over it. And, just thinking, I don't know how I'm supposed to grow if, people are going to keep quitting. And at that point, I can remember thinking, nobody else is going to sign up with me. I've talked to everybody I know. Well, we all see how that turned out. That was not true. And if I could have learned then to detach my emotions from the business, I would have been a lot better off. So there's a lot of times that that word to me is the perfect word for it. And some of you are new and you're just getting started, and I by no means want to scare you. This business will change your life if you give it the time and energy that it deserves. But it is not all mountaintop experiences. You've heard us say before that this business is like a roller coaster ride. There's lots and lots and lots of mountaintops, but there's those valleys and those hard times that we go through. And if you will, first of all, detach from the emotion, that you will be able to continue growing. And secondly, if you will learn to push through those hard times, sometimes the best growth comes when we push through the hard times. So A lot of us, though, we have those hard times and we just want to sit down on the floor and cry, right? I hope it's not only me that feels that way, because I've been there before where I just want to bury my head in the pillow and cry because this is not going the way I had planned. But when we push through the hard times and we decide that I'm going to keep going, I'm going to keep growing because I have goals and I know I can reach these goals, then that's when the magic really does start to happen. And that's when the exciting things start to happen. So just remember to detach from those emotions because they will be here. I think everybody on this call, I think we're all women. So most of us, most women some of us can be a little bit more emotional than others. And then, you throw this business in here where you're working with a bunch of women. So that can be exciting at times. It can be a lot of fun, but it can be interesting too. And so just keep that word in the back of your head. Keep that word in the back of your head to detach. And sometimes it's what we got to do. I tell people a lot of times that there comes, this is a relationship business. This is network marketing. I mean, this is all about relationships. So we've all signed our family and we've all signed our good friends. And so those are our relationships that we love and we care about deeply. And so sometimes, though, there comes a point to where you have to say, okay, I'm putting my business hat on right now. So the next 30 minutes, this conversation that I'm having with this person, my business hat is on. And then once we've got Plexus discussed and we've figured out a strategy or we've worked through a problem, then I'm back to just being your buddy. But there are times and situations to where I literally have that vision in my head where I'm putting my business hat on and I'm moving into this as a businesswoman and gonna treat it that way and then move forward. I think it's very important. It makes it a lot easier to detach from emotions when you do that. And then the last thing sounds like a simple one, but sometimes it's hard especially if you're a person like me who I'm an all or nothing kind of girl. I would say a lot of you are too. The fact that you're on this call on a Thursday night means you want to grow your business and you have a desire to grow your business. And so you're willing to give it all you've got. So I'm definitely that kind of personality. I either am going to do it and I'm going to give it all I've got, or I'm just not going to do it. I'm that way, even working out, I'm like, I want to give it all I've got, or I'm just going to stay home on the couch. I never, it's not probably the greatest quality actually, but I never can just do middle of the road. So sometimes it's a bad thing because I end up just sitting on the couch. But the biggest thing I think sometimes that we forget is that this is the Lord's business and we just have to pray and we need to give it over to Him. Because like I mentioned, there's going to be those times where you're going to go, I don't even know where to go from here. I don't know, all my plans have failed and the things, how I thought this was going to work out for me to get to gold is not working out. So you feel like you're at a loss. And I want to encourage you before you go into that situation to pray. I want to encourage you to give it over to Him and ask Him to guide your steps and ask Him to guide your ways. Ask Him to guide your business and to bless your business. And sometimes we go to Him as the last resort when really it should be the first. But I'm guilty. So just make sure that you're doing that. I think it's huge. I think this team, for the most part, is full of believers, and you guys already know that. But it's sometimes it's something we need to be reminded of because we're businesswomen. We get into this and we see the potential and we want to take it into our own hands, and we want to say, I'm going to do this and this and this, and this is going to help me hit that next rank. And sometimes we just need to sit back. Let the Lord take control and let Him grow your business. So that's my last one, but it's probably my most important one. So I just want to say how much I appreciate you guys having me on here. I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties, but I hope that helped a little bit. And I'm more than happy if Ashley wants me to answer any questions.